Now, scores of young people facing terrorism-related charges have been freed on bond, but still they're not free. This is because most of them are unable to meet the bond terms granted by the courts. Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen recently faulted judges for granting what he termed as lenient bail to such serious suspects. But human rights defenders have resorted to crowdfunding to secure the release of more than 500 youth arrested during the protests, as NTV's Laban Shaban reports.
Since the June-July protests, terrorism suspects have been freed on bond averaging 200,000 shillings or cash bail of 50,000 shillings. Despite the gravity of the charges, families are struggling to raise the bond and cash bail.
There's even been 500 shillings, but it was still unmanageable for people.
Yet, despite the state terming the bond conditions as too lenient, many families remain unable to raise their amounts. Teresaya Karanja, the mother of an 18-year-old high school student facing robbery with violence charges in Juja, Kiambu County, recounts the struggle of raising 30,000 shillings cash bail, a figure already reviewed down from 100,000 shillings.
Nilikopa 15k, hizo zingine za juu tulikuwa tunaitishwa 30k, ni watu wamenichangia. So nadaishwa 15k, yenye hata saa hii sijaweza kuraise.
Rose Mbeti's son, a tout, was also arrested and charged with terrorism in connection with the arson reported in Matu, Machakos County during the recent demonstrations. He was later released on a 200 shillings bond, but remained in committee prison.
Sasa mimi nimekuwa na hard time, naumwa na mwili juu ya stress. Huyo ndiye amekuwa akinitafutia mapato yangu yote, na namshukuru Mungu maana aliniwezesha na nikapata wasamaria wema na wakaweza kunitolea mtoto wangu.
Approximately 120 have been bailed out through the bail fund that has been contributed to by well-wishing Kenyans, community members from near and far.
A coalition of human rights defenders has now launched a funds drive to bail out the suspects, noting that over 70 still remain behind bars despite being granted bond.
It was easy to commit these offenses as a group, but now you must stand on the dock as an individual, and kila mtu atachukua mzigo yake mwenyewe.
At least 1,500 youth were arrested over the June-July protest, with some charged under the Prevention of Terrorism Act.
I currently lead the project 50+ million Kenyans that is tracking the arrests made in connection to the protests, Sabasaba and 25th, data collection, coordinating legal support.
Melvin Thogo is among a group of tens of activists and lawyers under an initiative aimed at tracking the arrested people, mostly young people. In their database, they have at least 500 people facing various charges including terrorism, arson and malicious damage to property across the country. 72 of them are charged with terrorism-related offenses.
There is no court that admits a charge that is defective, you know? There must be a prima facie evidence.
Activists mobilize funds and courts maintain bond terms. The standoff between authorities and human rights defenders shows no signs of ending, with the debate over justice and dissent set to continue. Laban Shaban, NTV, Nairobi.